Hey guys, I want to take a second and update my fellow felons on everything that is going on with pistol brace ruling right now. So essentially, 2 days ago, the House came out with HR Resolution 44, and they ruled that the ATF was overreaching, that they did not have the right to do this. Great, perfect. Now it goes to Senate. Not great, not perfect. But let's take a step back to the Fifth Circuit and the Sixth Circuit and the Eighth Circuit. The Fifth Circuit has done an amazing job. They have cleared all members of GOA, SAF, and FPC to have an exemption from the ATF's powers. So you cannot get arrested for your pistol brace if you were a member of one of their organizations. The NRA is also working on that. If you see my highlights, you will see all the posts from last week. So that was the Fifth Circuit. At the Sixth Circuit, this is where something key is happening. A 3-judge panel ruled that the ATF's ruling on pistol braces, just all of a sudden making so many Americans, millions, felons overnight, was invalid. So what would normally happen, not that this is a huge normal thing, what should happen is for them to go to an unbunked panel. The ATF is not doing that. Surprise, surprise, that's what they're doing. They're going to be going to the Supreme Court. Okay, so here's where it gets a little tricky at the Supreme Court. Basically, the big thing with this bill, with the rulings, is going to be the question of ambiguity. So when it comes to ambiguity in any type of law or bill, there are 2 factors that come into play: the law of Chevron and the law of divinity. So the law of Chevron gives the administrative branch or powers or agency, whoever is creating this rule, this law, this regulation, the favor. If there's ambiguity, the favor goes towards them. That is Chevron. On the other hand, is what we would like to see happen, which is the rule of divinity, which is saying that if there is ambiguity in a law, a bill, etc., that it has to be clarified and ruled in favor of the people. Obviously, this is what we want to see happen. That is what is supposed to happen. The people are supposed to be protected from big government, from overreach. So the ATF is not happy with the Sixth Circuit, and that is going to come in play when we talk about Senate. So the House did a great job. Thank you, House GOP members, for fighting for this and saying that the ATF overreached. And now that goes to Senate, which is a Democrat stronghold. So the Democrats' argument is going to be that they stand strong against gun right expansion. This is where going back to the Sixth Circuit really comes into play, because the ruling of the Sixth Circuit, Hardin v. the ATF, stated that the ATF was invalid in creating this rule, that they did not have the authority, and that the ambiguity was there. We the people, favor towards the people. See what I'm saying? So obviously the Democrats are going to say, well, if we overturn this, if we give the House the favor of this and saying that pistol braces are not illegal, then that is an expansion. It is not an expansion if the ruling, if the law or the bill that came into play by the ATF was invalid and egregious overreach. I would like to remind everyone that the ATF was supposed to be a temporary agency. Obviously, we have not seen that. Obviously. So if it does well at Senate, then it will go to the president. So that's what's going on. That is the latest news. Great job, House GOP. Great job, Fifth Circuit, Sixth Circuit, Eighth Circuit. That's a bit of a disappointment. So what's going on with the Eighth Circuit, and this was actually the first case to be filed against the ATF, led by South Dakota. 26 other states jumped in immediately. Sorry, 25, total 26, with the NRA, backing them, helping them, all of that. They have just gotten nowhere. It has been so contentious. And so that is why the NRA decided to jump over to the Fifth Circuit Court, which had 3 rulings in favor of the people in favor of pistol braces being legal, in favor of the Second Amendment, which shall not be infringed upon. So basically, there is a lot going on. There is good momentum. There were 2 Democrats that also voted in favor with the GOP. However, it is going to be a fight for sure at Senate. So let's talk about Congress too. If Congress came forward and cleared the ambiguity in the bill, then this would not be where it is right now. They have been silent on that. They have not done that. So the Supreme Court ruling, that's a big one. I have no idea what's going to happen there. I don't want to make any type of predictions because some of the stuff that I've seen, I was a little surprised by. And that's where we are. So if you have a pistol brace, if you have a 6-inch with this, basically just become a member of Second Amendment Foundation, SAF, Firearm Policy Coalition, FPC, or GOA, Gun Owners of America, and you are exempt. I believe most of those have an annual membership of like $50 and then a lifetime membership you can get as well. The NRA is working on that. I expect that once they are officially united with the SAF in this, that will extend to our members as well at the NRA. It's in the works. Unfortunately, they have been with all of their weight at the 8th Circuit Court. They were the first one to jump in and start fighting this along with 26 states, and they just haven't gotten anywhere because the 8th Circuit Court is just not having the momentum and the clarity with the Second Amendment, such as the understanding of the 5th Circuit Court in Texas and the 6th Circuit, who also did a great job in their ruling, though it was not as clear and precise as the 5th Court. They did unanimously rule in favor of the Second Amendment. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them.